Good morning. I'm glad to see you today. Hope you're doing well. Come on with us to Luke chapter 13. There is so much political mudslinging going on, and has been going on for quite a while now, that it's just not even funny. And in light of that, I wanted to read a couple verses from Luke 13, come to verse 31. It says, "On that very same day, some Pharisees came, saying to him," that would be Jesus, "Get out and depart from here, for Herod wants to kill you." And he said to them, "Go tell that fox, behold, I cast out demons and perform cures today, and tomorrow on the third day I shall be perfected." He would go on to talk about his death. Let's make a few points. Number one, you need to be real careful, because a lot of folks have an agenda. Herod was certainly a politician, and a lot of the Pharisees were politicians too. They weren't interested in glorifying God. They were only interested in their own power base. They were filled with envy. Sometimes when people tell you that they're worried about you, and sometimes when people act like they're looking out for your interests, they're lying. You need to be careful. The second point we want to make is we also need to be careful about stereotypes. As we read those verses about the Pharisees, you probably immediately thought of the wicked, hypocritical Pharisees. You might remember who the two fellows were who took the body of Jesus and put his body in the tomb, because it was two Pharisees, Nicodemus and Joseph of Arimathea. And the point I'm making, as we think about being careful about stereotypes, is that there are good people. There are good people who are sometimes caught up in all of the garbage that is going on at the present time. And they are worth trying to help. And we need to be a part of that. It's going to take time, it's going to take patience, but we need to help them. We need to help them, and we need to help them to better understand what they need to do to be pleasing to the Lord. Be careful about stereotypes. Also, as a third point, the Lord says, "Go tell that fox." Sometimes you just have to call it like you see it. I'm not saying that we should not submit to the government, because we should, as long as it does not conflict with God's law. I'm not saying that we should not pray for those who are in authority, because we are commanded to, and we should do that. It is right, as the Lord wants all men to be saved. But if a politician is godless, there is nothing wrong with calling it like you see it. If someone's godless, the Lord says, "You go tell that fox," what he was going to do. And that's our fourth point. The Lord was not going to let Herod or any other politician or any other government on this earth dictate what he was going to do. And as the church, we need to do the same. Sometimes it gets real scary. Sometimes they start making threats. Here, Herod, they say, Herod wants to kill you. And this was the Herod, I believe, who beheaded John the Baptist. But we're not going to let politicians, and we're not going to let the government dictate to us what we are going to do. We listen to God. We submit to the government, but there is a higher authority than the government. And that is, of course, the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. We don't let the government dictate anything to us. We let the Lord mold us. Hope you enjoyed this study today. God bless you. Be a blessing to others. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Love to hear from you.